Hey, happy May Day. It's Barb and Jack Moose. We are back for Jack Moose Sessions number 6. Jack is holding down the fort by holding down his cushion. And I want you to imagine, since it's May Day, that I am ringing your doorbell and running away really quickly and leaving you a very nice surprise. So I hope you'll think Jack Moose Sessions number 6 is a nice surprise. And in case you're wondering whether I'm wearing some kind of antenna set back here, my hair hasn't been cut in a long time, and it kind of flattens itself as I go along, so I decided to start wearing a hat. This hat is very special. It's kind of fallen apart. It's a very heavy felt green beanie, and it belonged to my mom. She said she got it when she was about 7, and that would have been 1916. It had 2 little slits in the back to put feathers in. Now, these are not the original feathers. These are feathers I put in it because she gave me this hat when I was 3 years old to wear. And I have a picture of me wearing it with my dark blue corduroy overalls. And I'll post that along with the video today so you can see how cute I was back then and how much I've gone downhill since then. So the first song we're going to do is animal based. And most of the songs we're doing today have something to do with an animal or an amphibian. This one I wrote back in 2006 based on a true story. Oh, by the way, I am wearing a different shirt. Anyway, back to the song. This is called The Ballad of Buddy the Cat. Buddy was a gray cat that was a stray that I adopted, and he was more like a dog than a cat, which is good because he lived with 4 dogs, and he slept right up next to a couple of them, and they adored him. But sometimes Buddy tried to get back outside even though I'd made him a house cat. He didn't know it was out there waiting for him. But this song will tell you what he found out one warm spring night. True story. This is the ballad of Buddy the cat. He was gray and friendly and a little too fat. One warm spring night he slipped away through an open door as the dogs came in. I swear I didn't see him go, 'cause I'm quite myopic and old, you know. So I fed the dogs and watched TV while Buddy Cat roamed the backyard free. Oh me, oh my, if only I'd known, oh my, oh me, Buddy's out on his own. An hour passed by and the dogs wanted out. The night was warm with stars all about. All of a sudden they sniffed the air and ran to a brush pile to see what was there. Then from that pile a dark shape flew across the yard where a tall tree grew. It climbed that tree 7 feet or more, then lost its grip and fell to the yard. Oh me, oh my, just who could it be? Oh my, oh me, that's climbing my tree. As it climbed and fell, the dogs went ape. They jumped and lunged at the furry shape. Then it streaked once more across my yard and leaped for the fence, breathing hard. So I raced to aid its getaway, thinking it was just a stray. I gave it a boost, but back it popped with 2 paws clinging to the top. Me, oh my, what a dumb feline, oh my, oh me, I'm glad it's not mine. Once again I shoved it over, still it came right back for more. More firmly now I pushed it over the fence, but it reappeared. Was this thing dense? Then I shook my head and looked real hard at the thing that wouldn't leave my yard. The eyes that glared at me were pissed, as if to say, you're not getting this. Oh me, oh my, who is it there that's given me such an evil stare? Then I knew I was the one who was dense. That was Buddy Cat hanging on my fence. So I fended off the dogs once more, grabbed my cat and headed for the door. Then Buddy and the dogs were friends again, as long as he stayed safe within. And I learned my lesson, and I always looked twice when the dogs went out in the dark of night. Oh my, he learned his lesson. Oh me, with the dogs don't be messin'. Oh my, welcome home, little cat. Oh my, Buddy, glad you're back. Ballad of Buddy the cat. The only thing I left out, and I just couldn't figure how to phrase it, was the fact that when I picked him off of that fence and held him high so the dogs couldn't get him and carried him in the house, he peed all over me, but I didn't care. And I was very, very careful after that. All right, let's do a song that has rather a complicated history. It's, for the most part, considered a children's song, and that's how I learned it, but I always kind of liked it. The tune, though, some people say it was derived from an air composed by the philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and somebody extracted the tune and put words to it, as often happens. So you can believe, as I do, that it came from the mid-1700s, and somebody just brought it over here and added different words, and now it's a song about a goose who died and an ant named Rodie. Geese were very important back in colonial days, and also in the 1800s and early 1900s, because not only could you eat them, but once you killed them to eat, you could also take their feathers and make wonderful down comforters or pillows, or stuff them into a bed to make a mattress. So if you've never slept on a feather bed, try it. I'll teach you the chorus first. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. Got it? Try it one more time. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. The one she's been saving, the one she's been saving, the one she's been saving to make a feather bed. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. The goslings are crying, the goslings are crying, the goslings are crying because their mother's dead. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. The old gander's weeping, the old gander's weeping, the old gander's weeping because his wife is dead. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. She died in the mill pond, she died in the mill pond, she died in the mill pond from standing on her head. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. Go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, go tell Aunt Rodie, the old gray goose is dead. I always like that, and I think I may have tried to jump rope to that. I mean, I'm not saying jumping rope was really my thing, but it sounds like something I would have done, and it seems to keep coming unbidden as a memory. So, all right, this next one we're going to do is amphibian in nature, and we're trying to cover all of our bases today with different types of critters, shall I say. This one, when I looked it up, it said that it originally, they think, was an old Scottish song, a children's song, and then they I can't say that. They made it more English. How's that? They took it and changed the words a little bit, kind of like they did with Aunt Rodie, and then it came across to the U.S., but it's always been called something along the lines of Froggy went a courtin', and there are probably 40 verses to it, so we're only going to do 39 of them today. I am kidding. Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride, Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride, Froggy went a courtin' and he did ride, with a sword and pistol by his side, He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, He rode up to Miss Mousie's door, gave 3 loud raps and 1 big roar, Well, he took Miss Mousie on his knee, He took Miss Mousie on his knee, He took Miss Mousie on his knee. He said, Miss Mousie, would you marry me? Not without my Uncle Rat's consent, Not without my Uncle Rat's consent, Not without my Uncle Rat's consent, I wouldn't marry the president, Well, Uncle Rat went running downtown, Uncle Rat went running downtown, Uncle Rat went running downtown to buy his niece a wedding gown, What will a wedding supper be, What will a wedding supper be, What will a wedding supper be? A fried mosquito and a black-eyed pea, Yum, yum. Well, they all went for a ride on the lake, They all went for a ride on the lake, They all went for a ride on the lake, got swallowed up by a big old snake, Well, there's bread and cheese upon the shelf, There's bread and cheese upon the shelf, There's bread and cheese upon the shelf. If you want to hear more, you gotta sing it yourself. There's bread and cheese upon the shelf. If you want to hear more, you gotta sing it yourself. A Froggy went a courtin'. I think I have an old book with that illustrated, and the frog is wearing a rather jaunty set of breeches. All right, we're going to switch instruments, but not what you think. No banjo today. With the new outer shirt, I'm going to bring out the bob stick and the plastic plum shaker. The bob stick has an interesting history, however. This is a branch off of an apple tree in our backyard on 4th Street in Maryville. The wind blew it down, and I think I must have been 12 or 13, because that's about the age when you do stuff like that. You think, wow, that's kind of cool. It looks like a cane. I'm going to keep it, because someday I'll get old and need a cane. And you know what? I'm almost there. So I had this hanging around, and I moved it from Maryville, Missouri up to Norfolk, Nebraska. Then I moved it down to Lincoln, Nebraska, moved it to Seward, Nebraska, back to Lincoln, and finally I was playing music in public in 2004 as a wee brazen hussy, and we decided to do a song that I had heard a friend of mine, musician Chipper Thompson, do. And Chipper explained that this was a song about, probably from Alabama, and not only was it an interesting song with an interesting rhythm pattern, but it was probably a true folk tale. Lots of times they would make up songs based on things that happened to someone that weren't very pleasant. And they used them as a teaching tool to teach people to be careful on several levels when they were out and about. So one of the things I noticed was that it needed a sound kind of like Marley's Ghost, you know? So I looked at this stick and I went online and I found that if you took bottle caps and nailed them into a piece of wood, you could make a shaker. Isn't that cool? So that's what I did. And my neighbor at my other house was a fine gentleman named Robert Morey. He was Bob. He was like my second dad to me. And once I met Don, he was like Don's second dad too. So Bob got all enthusiastic about this, and he came to all of our gigs. And he said, you know, if you need bottle caps, I drink Bud Light and I'll save them for you. So that's what he did. Bob Morey supplied all the Bud Light bottle caps on here, and I wood burned his name in it. It's a Bob stick, and it's pretty cool, and I wouldn't part with it for the world for all of those memories, but Bob thought it was pretty cool too. So we're going to use it on this song called The Pesky Serpent. Are you ready? Are you sure? Remember, it teaches you the value of good dental hygiene. On Rattlesnake Mountain there did dwell young Tommy Blake, I knowed him well. One Monday morning he did go down to the meadow for to mow. Come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo. He'd scarcely mowed but half a field when a pesky serpent bit his heel. He jumped up high and he danced around till the poison struck and he fell to the ground. Come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo. Now Tommy Blake, he had a girl named Molly Bland. She was a pearl. And Molly came into that field and sucked the poison from his heel. Come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo. Young Molly had a ruby lip with which the poison she did sip. But Molly had a rotten tooth, and so that poison killed them both. Come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo. Now all your friends a warning take from Molly Bland and Tommy Blake. When you walk out in love, don't pass those pesky serpents in high grass. Come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo, come a roo-die-roo-die-roo-die-roo. There you go. If you want to make one of these, it's really, really easy. Holy cow, I just thought, this thing's over 50 years old probably. It's an antique. All right, we're going to put the shaker away. We're going to put the pesky serpent away. And I'm going to do a song about a pig. So we've had snakes, frogs, cats, geese. This is about a pig. It's called The Drunkard in the Pig. And one place where I went to look this up said it was originally found the words on just a scrap of old parchment in the back of a butcher shop in Edinburgh, Scotland. And another said it was written in the 1900s, early 1900s. So I don't know who to believe. So you can believe whichever one you wish. Again, this is a song that teaches you a lesson. It's an anti-drinking song, I think. It was early last December, as near as I remember. I was walking down the street in tipsy pride. No one was I disturbing as I lay down by the curbing, and a pig came up and lay down by my side. As I lay there in the gutter, thinking thoughts I shall not utter, a lady passing by was heard to say, you can tell someone who boozes by the company he chooses. And the pig got up and slowly walked away. You can tell someone who boozes by the company he chooses. And the pig got up and slowly walked away. And the pig got up and slowly walked away. So, what do you think, Scottish or American? I'm going with American. All right, I've got one more, and it's one you probably aren't going to know, although you can learn the chorus very easily. And I want to tell you that I had help writing this. I wrote all the words, but Levon Helm wrote the tune. It's called, Why Can't I Put My Smartphone Down? I think I wrote it in 2013. My name, I used to work as a state web geek. Technology was my job, but into my whole life it did creep. First it was just a new laptop, then a Nook, next a Galaxy Tab. I was getting hooked, but I was still in control. Then they came out with the new touchscreen smartphone. Why can't I put my smartphone down? What is wrong with me? My head is stuck inside my app. Won't you help me please? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Every place that I do go, my smartphone goes with me. I check emails, pay bills, take photos, it even starts my automobile. When I have a brilliant thought, I record it for posterity. It's a nightlight alarm, a calendar, and I can even play words with friends while I pee. Why can't I put my smartphone down? What is wrong with me? My head is stuck inside my app. Won't you help me please? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. It is getting ridiculous. It has taken over my life. Like an old B-horror movie, it's the thing that will not die. I could turn it off and walk away. Yeah, that's what I'll do, just not today. I might miss a text from Amazon, or a weather alert, or a tweet from Donald Trump. Why can't I put my smartphone down? What is wrong with me? My head is stuck inside my app. Won't you help me please? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Thank you, Levon. All right, folks, that is it for today. Jack Moose Sessions number 6 is over. I have done as I promised. I will be wearing, well, probably not a different shirt next week, but maybe a darker denim shirt, shall we say. I'll try and kind of break it up a little bit next week, and then I'll also try and wear a different hat. I'm probably not a beanie person because it won't stay on, so I will never be Pope. But that said, I want to wish you all a wonderful May Day. I hope you find lots of wonderful surprises on your front door. And Jack Moose, once he wakes up and stops dreaming, we'll go look outside and see if we have any surprises too. Stay safe, follow directions, be careful, social distance the heck out of this, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.